To be clear, here's what the conference report on the election bill is going to do in that regard. It's going to provide an option. You can either vote absentee or you can vote by mail. If you're voting absentee and you either have been are COVID positive or are in an at-risk category, and we have the CDC definition of what at-risk for COVID means, in that case, you can vote an absentee ballot without notarization. So we're creating a new absentee excuse for people that are at risk of COVID, and that includes everybody in Missouri over age 65, no notary needed. The alternative for not only those folks, but everybody is every Missourian would be able to vote by mail, however, a notary would be required. Now, there is a virtual notarization bill that is headed to the governor that would allow for the possibility of remote notarization. So, to the extent that becomes law, we may be able to solve that problem. The concern, of course, sitting down face to face with a notary, particularly in a nursing home or other at-risk environment where things can spread quickly, is problematic. So, I think where we're going to land will protect people who are concerned about COVID spread in connection with elections. However, we're in uncharted waters here. We've never done this before. We've never done vote by mail, and I don't. Again, I think we're likely to be at a better state of the law by adopting that provision. But is it going to go perfectly? Probably not.
So, when you say vote by mail,
yep.
I make this point, and I know you have probably other things.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
So when you say vote by mail, you say is that basically the process where somebody who contacts an election authority is like, I don't want to go vote because I'm fearful I'm going to get COVID. They would then be sent a ballot, or is it like everybody's?
Yeah, they just got to get it notarized.
Yeah, but they would have to affirmatively request that.
Yes.
The clerks are not just going to send out. No. Okay, I just want to make sure about that because I feel like there's been a conflation.
I'll say that. I believe that to be correct.
Yeah.
I was last looking at it at 2 a.m. and I've slept just a little bit since then, not a lot. So if I stand corrected on that, I stand corrected. But I believe that's correct.
I mean, that sounds like a minor point, but there's a huge difference
Yes.
between the Oregon-Washington model,
Right.
where everyone gets sent a ballot,
Yeah.
and just allowing people to request
Right.
an absentee ballot because they're fearful of getting COVID,
Right.
basically. But basically, you said that it's going to create two tracks. Basically, if somebody is like has COVID or is clearly confined because of COVID, they can just say excuse number 2, no notary.
Well, and there's going to be an excuse number 7 now as well for COVID. So excuse number 2, which is confinement, is still going to be on the books. That will still be available for folks. So it's confinement, no notary, or COVID, no notary, either way. And there will be a lot of folks who effectively can check either of those boxes legitimately.
So yeah, that seems to solve that seems to be a pretty solid solution to this.
That's the hope. That said, the ink on the report is barely dry, and election lawyers on both sides of the aisle, I think, are still looking at this under the microscope to make sure we're doing the right thing.
So the reason number 7 wouldn't require a notary either?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's literally, again, I was looking at this at dark o'clock in the morning. There's a little or 7 buried in the middle of the bill that it makes that clear, but you have to look for it.
So wait, why would you need the second option then? Why couldn't you just check 2 or 7 basically?
You can check 2 or 7.
Yeah.
And there will be some who. There will be a lot of people who legitimately can. I think 7 is going to be broader than 2 because 7 will be everybody age 65. There are a lot of people over age 65 in Missouri who cannot legitimately check box 2.
So 7 is only for people who are people who are vulnerable to COVID.
Or who have had it, yes.
Or who have had it.
Yes.
And so the other option is just people that fear COVID, but
No.
aren't.
The other option is the option you've got now if you're confined or unable to get to the polling place.
I'm talking about the other
Oh,
option,
mailing.
the
Mailing, yeah.
part.
Anybody who wants to vote by mail.
Who basically is like, I don't want to go out because I'm fearful. Of getting
Right. Or I just want to vote by mail because I had Fruit Loops this morning and a Raisin Bran for any reason. I mean, it's no excuse voting by mail, if you will.